Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I really want to thank the Unity, the Global Peace and Unity organization to get me here. Give me about 15 minutes to talk to you. The most important thing, the point I want to make tonight is this, that it is extremely important for Muslims to be able to convey to people living in Western countries that there is no correlation between Islam and terrorism. Unfortunately, through a planned campaign, Islam and terrorism have been linked, and 1.3 billion Muslims are on the back foot, on the defensive, trying to justify that Islam has nothing to do with terrorism. And what the point you need to make is this, that according to the Holy Quran, 124,000 messengers of God were sent on earth. All of them with one message. And the message was that the Almighty wanted us to be human beings rather than intelligent animals. Animals believe in might is right, survival of the fittest, whereas human beings have compassion and justice. And Muslims were supposed to be and should be the community that should be compassionate and that should believe in justice, just like every messenger of God to every human community brought the same message. So when something like 9/11 happens, we should be able to tell those people who blamed 1.3 billion people for the acts of 18 people that terrorism knows no religion. All religions preach the same thing. And unfortunately, we do not have either the political or intellectual leadership in the Muslim world to be able to convey our point of view. So we have things, we have words like Islamofascism. We all know that Islam believes in plurality. Muslims have lived with other religions. We have lived with Hindus, we have lived with Buddhists, we have lived with Jews, Christians. We accept, as the Quran says, Allah says in the Quran that it is through His will that we are distributed in different communities. It is through Allah's will that human beings are distributed in different religions and communities. And Allah goes on to say that had He wanted, we would all become one community. And then it goes on to say, the ayat goes on to say, compete in being good human beings. So we have a religion which preaches plurality. We accept other religions. Nowhere does Allah tell us to convert everyone to one monoculture or monoculture. We should make them understand that Islam, like all great religions, all great revealed religions of the Almighty Allah, want justice on this earth, want peace, want compassion. Islam makes us into human beings. The best aspects of a human being, nobility, generosity, selflessness, is what our religion teaches us, as opposed to being simply intelligent human beings, where we only think of us, where nothing is ever enough, where we worship the material God, where we've just seen this collapse of the banks, where you saw the ultimate greed, human greed, where Poor people's savings were robbed by the few rich people. This is what Islam and all great religions preach against. They want us to be human, to think of the poor, to think of the underprivileged, to be just, to tell the truth. In other words, everything noble about a human being is. And I also feel that inshallah the time is coming where in the Muslim world we should have democracies rather than dictators and kings running Muslim countries who do not represent the Muslim public opinion. And because they do not represent the Muslim public opinion, we have puppets sitting there who are manipulated by superpowers for their own ends, as is unfortunately is happening in Pakistan, where a puppet is making our own army kill our own people in the name of war on terror, whereas in fact it has become a war of terror. Thank you very much.